much. Dear friends and listeners. All right. Good morning, everyone.
Mommy, you are here. Thank you for coming. God bless you. Please unmute yourself, Mommy. You're welcome, ma.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Thank you so much. Loud and clear. Welcome.
All right. Thank you so much, Biafrans and listeners and friends of Biafrans. I thank you all for what you all do, and I thank Honorable Drake, Mouthpiece. Thank you so much. I see Dr. Nana. I see a couple of you. I've been listening for a while. Again, my name is Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the Deputy Prime Minister, Chief of Staff to the United States of Biafra, Biafra Republic government in exile, and the de facto government in homeland. I thank all of you for listening. I saw the space link earlier on, so I have to forward it to a couple of our people to log in and listen. Again, I just want to use this opportunity to thank everyone listening to me. We've come a long way, and we cannot be moved at this time. When I tell people that the restoration, the declaration, the protection of the United States of Biafra land, of the whole Biafra land, is a task for each and every one of us. The independence of Biafra land is not just about an individual. That is the mistake some people have made in the past. And my task is to correct that error. I listened to somebody say here that it is not about anyone. It is not about Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. It's not about our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Neither is it about me, Dr. Orabueze. Neither is it about any of you here. It is about the people. I want to use this opportunity to thank our leader, Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, Ohamadike, one of Igbo land, the guy that has seen the future of Biafra. He saw this day. And what did the Nigerian state do? They picked him up. They locked him up for the past 5 years. They locked Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu up. Despite different court rulings that have instructed the Nigerian government to leave Nnamdi Kanu and compensate him, including the Kenya court system. They've exonerated our leader and indicted the Nigerian state, including about 2 or 3 courts inside Nigeria, some in Biafra land. Nnamdi Kanu won all these cases. But what is Nigerian government doing? What did they do? They continue to hold him down, thinking that the restoration of Biafra is about an individual. That is where they have failed. And they keep failing. That is why Nigeria is a gone state, is a failed state as we speak. And it will continue to fail. It's like a trailer that is in a mountain that failed. The brake is not working. It will continue to slide down until it gets to the final point where no one can recover that again or amend that. That is what we are talking about. In this current stage of the United States of Biafra independence, of the Biafra people's freedom, that is the stage we are right now. Even after Kenya has told Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu, the Kenyan government told Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu. Did Tinubu and Christopher Musa release Nnamdi Kanu? As we speak, they are still holding him in hostage, in bondage. Don't you know why? Why they are holding him? It's because of this space, this thing we are doing right now. They want to silence the Biafrans. They don't want us to have our freedom. They want to continue to milk the oil and natural resources that come from Biafra land. They know we are the engine of that entity in that geographical position. They know the role. They know how powerful Biafrans are, both at home and abroad. They continue to hold Onyendu because they believe that if Onyendu comes out, if our Onyendu comes out today, Nnamdi Kanu don't even need to talk. He don't even need to say anything. Just his freedom and his silence will restore. We protect Biafra, we already restored our land. We are in the stage of protecting that and removing the reintegrated terrorists wearing Nigerian military and police uniform sent into Biafra land by Nigerian state. That is what we are doing right now. And we are getting a lot of success in that angle. But Nigeria continue to play their game, the shenanigans, the shenanigan court system. They will bring him this month. They bring the last one, the last judge. Oh, this one is coming to facilitate it. And that one, we know. I know this system called Nigeria so much. I'm telling you. When you hear the last judge, they changed. Say, oh, let us do it fast, please. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu, people will be in their home having holiday. You people are talking. They need to, we need to handle this case quick, because holiday is coming. When you hear people like that talk, you think they are human beings. These are the same bunch of intimidators instigated by the Nigerian state to continue to carry out their agenda everywhere they go. Stain the name of that country once that was Nigeria. Destroy it. Destroy the citizens. Kill the citizens with impunity, without any regard for human rights, without any regard to respect to life, without any regard to the indigenes that are originally Nigerians. The plot of the Nigerian state is to destroy that. And they've succeeded in doing that in some northern part of Nigeria, not eastern, not western, and then trying to infiltrate to all the other parts of Nigeria. But we stopped them in Biafra land. The United States of Biafra is a sovereign nation that was declared in Finland on November the 29th, 2024. Over 50 million Biafrans voted to exit Nigeria, and that's exactly what we have done. We carried out a self-referendum, both at home, physically, and online. Thousands of Biafrans converged in Finland between November 29th and December the 3rd to declare the restoration of the Republic of Biafra, which was a nation between 1967 and 1970. So all we did is to be in Finland and restore that nation that existed between 1967 and 1970 before we fought a brutal war with Nigeria. We restored that in Finland and we renamed it the United States of Biafra. That is the new nation. That is what we are protecting right now. And we are doing it in a way that have never been done before. A way that is surprising the terrorist Nigerian state. A way that the international world, they are paying attention by the second. They are studying what we are doing. They are following what we are doing. They are talking about the new nation. They are talking about the independence of Biafrans for the first time. And will the Nigerian state rest? No. No, they are not at ease. They are very anxious because we are bringing their criminality out, not just inside Biafra land, the criminality of the Nigerian state to them. And they are confirming firsthand that Nigeria is a terrorist state that can never be redeemed. That is our task. That is what we are doing. That is why you see them running inside Biafra land, thinking is business as usual, trying to use Biafrans against Biafrans. And that has been always, I want everyone listening to me to know, that has always been their process. Using Biafrans against Biafrans. But I believe they never saw Dr. Orabueze coming. No, they didn't. They know something is coming, but that one, no, not her. Let us focus on Nnamdi Kanu, the guy. Let us focus on Simon Ekpa, the guy. Then all the other guys, the IPOB organization, the criminal organization that were used by this Nigerian state to send them to Finland to go and testify against our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. That was done by the IPOB organization. I want to use this opportunity to let everyone listening to me to know there is a difference between the indigenous people POB, which I am one of them. Every Biafran listening to me is an IPOB as a people, not as an organization. The criminals working with the Nigerian state is IPOB organization, like Chike Dozieha, Benjamin Madbugo, China Sanworu, Emma Powerful. These are the people that sent people to Finland to go and witness against our own Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. So, I know Biafrans know the difference, but I'm saying it here for those that do not know, so that you get that in your mind, that these two words depends on the context that is being used. When you hear them say IPOB organization, IPOB has opened office in Germany, in Kenya, in France. These are the criminal IPOB organization elements partnering with the Fulani state, the Nigerian state, to destroy Biafra. Do not have anything to do with any of them. When they went to Finland to testify against our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, where do you all think those witnesses come from? They call them Biafrans, they call them IPOB. But they sent them to, or some of them were resident inside Finland, and they went to testify. And some of you that watched that hearing, you heard the back and forth between our Prime Minister and those witnesses that were sent by IPOB organization to come and testify against our Prime Minister. Those IPOB member organizations that are testified against our Prime Minister, some ex-Briggy cabinet members today are working closely with them. People like Ogechukwu Nkere, aka Isaiah Anyogo, Sonia Akparawa, all these riffraffs, Vim Vam 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 Vam, and all that, all these people. These are agents being used by the Nigerian state to disrupt what we are doing. And what they are doing have somehow seeped into the homeland military, the BLA, BDF that was there. Again, I want to use this opportunity to let the world, anyone listening to me, there is nothing like ESN in Biafra land. the ESN that was established by our Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu to help us restore our land, to help us remove the terrorists that are killing us daily. That ESN was hijacked by the IPOB organization led by Benjamin Madubugo, Tina Samoro, and others. That was why immediately they took our Onyendu, they turned that ESN over to the delegitimized governors of the Southeast and South-South, then Nigeria. And then they turned them into different enemies like Operation Udogachi, Bubago, all these use against Biafrans, using Igbo man against Igbo man. That was exactly what they did. They turned that ESN into something different. And when our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa'S, saw the danger of this IPOB organization, he waded in. Even it was difficult. They fought him. They labeled him a terrorist. They labeled him, he was working for Tinubu. They labeled him that he's not an oath. He didn't take oath with them. So you can see the danger that some of them that in bracket believe they took the oath, the danger they are doing to the restoration of the independence of our people. And that is what I am here to stop. I have stopped that because that is the only way we will go home quickly. They came with all these lies against our Prime Minister. Even when Onyendu has instructed that our Prime Minister should have a station in the radio Biafra, they refused. Who are those that refused? These same oath sworn members like China Sanworu, Benjamin Madubugo, they are the people setting our clock back by walking behind the scene with the delegitimized governor, with the Nigerian state. They go there and collect bribe from them. So when Onyendu takes one step forward, they will drag him 2 steps backward. That was why at a point Onyendu was saying, I only need 100 men, where he had thousands of men that surrounded him, even in the military, thousands of them in homeland. But Onyendu was asking for just 100 men. And you ask yourself why? Because of the sabotage by the so-called people that claim they want Biafra. No, they don't. They don't. All they are there, their template is to destroy the full restoration, protection of Biafra land. Biafra people have already taken this fight in their hand. That is why we are having so much success in what we are doing today.